Good afternoon, Coach. What will you take from this tournament?
A lot. I think we have two very, very good opponents. So before we will start, we were a little bit worried about playing the youngsters against this kind of opponents. But when you get through it the way we did on Wednesday with a fantastic performance today as well, we have really tested us in teams that is going straight into the league now. So yeah, and we've been training. So I see a lot of the things we've been training on us into the games, and the players start to get moving again and get into game time. So if I'm thinking before the tournament, what were my hopes, and now I'm more than happy. That's what I was expecting. So yeah, I'm proud of the boys, and hopefully nothing big with Maxi. Then we can keep on working in California.
Did your club feel comfortable playing in the Orlando City Stadium more than any other club?
If you feel comfortable to play there?
You can play here just because you're in MLS.
Yeah. Maybe it was not so much home support here. There was a lot of Brazilians here, but not so much from us. But the stadium is fantastic. The facilities down here has been unbelievable good. Can't ask for anything more. And the pitch and the atmosphere was good to be a training match.
Here, Mister, what did you learn playing with two of the most important clubs of Brazil? What do you think about this exchange, this preseason tournament? Do you think it's gonna be important for the next season?
Yes, I think so. Hopefully we can get a couple of weeks with training before we start this tournament, because to start 3 days before the first game is crazy. So that's why we didn't play the main guys. But if we can get this tournament maybe a week later, or we can start training 1 week before, it's fantastic for us. So to get the standards that these two teams have into our training and matches is that's what you're growing for. When you play against the best, you get tested yourself against good opponents.
Sure.
First of all, congratulations on the permanent deal. What does this first week of training mean, knowing the way the season ended last year?
I mean, we're just going into it the same way to prepare and get ready for the season. Obviously, two great opponents is a great way to test us right off the bat, and it's been a good week so far, and we're going to keep fighting through this preseason and try to prepare ourselves the best we can for our first games.
And just a last question. What did you think about the Brazilian soccer, playing with Palmeiras and Corinthians?
It's good teams, good individuals, offensive teams. They want to score and attack, and that was I expecting also. But also at the same time, down is they are more open when you play against them. So when you play good yourself, you get spaces, and that's always fun to play against. So I think it was two good games that goes more this time. We had the ball more today than we had on Wednesday, but I think they are fit and ready to go for the league, and good quality, of course.
Keaton, obviously you were with the team last season, brought back on now fully with the team. Can you just talk about what it's like to kind of be back at NYCFC? What was it like during the off season? Did you kind of have an idea that you were going to be here in the long run? And Coach, obviously NYCFC is the first MLS Cup to compete in this Florida Cup tournament. Obviously you mentioned a little bit about maybe starting it a little later. Do you think other MLS teams should kind of join into this tournament and kind of come here for preseason to get more acclimated with the weather and just the surroundings with other MLS clubs as well?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's great to be back with the team. The off season was we were working through it the whole time, and I was trying to stay fit for wherever I ended up. But I'm really happy to be here. Obviously, I was here all last year, so it feels normal to be back, and I'm just happy to be back with the team. It's been really good so far.
I believe in this tournament, as I said, and it's important to meet other teams than what you meet in the league every week. So to get good opponents from Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, whatever, it's very, very important. And it's also important that we don't need to travel so far to get it. So if you have to go to Marbella or Europe, and you have the time zone and all these other things. So it's 3 hours down here, and play against this kind of opponents is very, very good. So it's just about the timing, so we can prepare a little bit better before we go into the games.